In this video, we present you the Harol Helmets. The helmets are made in PVC and are both latex-free and DEHP-free. It is for a single patient use and non-sterile. In the configuration for non-invasive ventilation therapy. The volume of the tent is around 11 liters, a small volume to enhance the synchronism with the ventilator. The helmet is equipped with a rigid ring to maintain the shape during the therapy. Weight is approximately 320 grams or 400 grams based on the model. The seal of the helmet is guaranteed by a soft and elastic silicone collar. It seals over the neck, so it is not necessary to pull too much the suspenders to guarantee a good tightness and synchronism with the ventilator. On the sides of the tent, there are two symmetric connections, both 22mm male inlet and outlet, conforming to ISO standards. On the lower part of the tent, there are two additional leak-tight accesses for the introduction of nasogastric tubes or straws for liquid feeding. Through this access, it is also possible to ventilate with a Y-circuit and a catheter mount. It's sufficient to put the two provided caps on the side connectors and connect the catheter mount on the frontal access port. On the side of the band, you will find an access port for measuring PAP with a manometer or an external monitor to check the pressure. In the configuration for the CPAP therapy, the volume is around 15 liters to guarantee a good CPAP therapy. The device weight is about 400 grams. On the sides of the tent, there are two connections. A 22mm male inlet, conforming to ISO standards, used for connecting the tube that will provide the flow, and a 22mm female outlet, also conforming to ISO standards, on which the PEP valve will be connected. Next to the outlet connection, you will find an integrated manometer for PEP measurement. With the helmet, a male-to-male adapter is provided to connect the outlet with an external ventilator, for use in a dual-tube CPAP therapy. Regardless, by international guidelines, it is preferred to execute the CPAP therapy with a high-flow generator and a PEP valve, instead of a ventilator. A pocket on the inlet connection directs the flow tangentially to the inner surface, to reduce noise inside the helmet and to avoid air against the patient. On the lower part of the tent, there are two additional sealed accesses for the introduction of nasogastric tubes or straws for liquid feeding. On the band, you will also find a port for connecting an external manometer or a monitor to check the inside pressure. The Harol helmet is equipped with a side access port, which allows routine operations to be performed during therapy, without the need to remove the entire helmet. On the access port is placed a bidirectional anti-asphyxia valve. This valve automatically closes when the helmet pressurizes, and opens automatically when the pressure inside the helmet falls below 2 centimeters of water, without any operator's intervention.